Welcome back to the Mr. I1 YouTube channel. If you're interested in personalized patrilineal analysis and having a video created regarding your direct patrilineal line, consider becoming a Patreon member. There is a link in the description of this video. My Patreon member's current terminal subclade is the I-FT259779 branch. Family tree DNA gives a mean age estimate of 849 CE for this common ancestor. Thus far in their database, we have 3 modern testers claiming Scotland for their earliest known patrilineal country of origin. Now, my Patreon member's earliest known ancestor was born in the year 1800 in Nethybridge, Scotland, so I believe his direct patrilineal line has been in that region since the Viking Age. Now, even though Nethybridge is not situated amongst known Norse Viking Age settlements in Scotland, it is accessible by the North Sea along the River Spey. So I can envision a scenario where his ancestor was a Norse Viking sailing down that major river to reach the inland location of Nethybridge. It's also important to note that a Viking Age sword was discovered just a few miles away from Nethybridge, very close to the River Spey, showing the Viking influence in the region. Furthermore, my Patreon member's surname is native to that region, giving more credence to the theory that his direct patrilineal ancestors could have been in that region since the Viking Age, long before his earliest known ancestor shows up in the historical record. My Patreon member's next upstream subclade is the IBY167766 branch. Family tree DNA gives a mean age estimate of 145 CE for this common ancestor. Interesting to see there is a modern tester that claims Norway for the earliest known patrilineal country of origin. For me, this is more evidence that my Patreon member's ancestor most likely entered the region of northeastern Scotland with the Norse Vikings, and that this individual most likely originally sailed from modern-day Norway. My Patreon member belongs to a very prolific Iron Age Scandinavian family group. His next 5 upstream subclades all date within 200 years of each other, showing just how prolific his Iron Age ancestors were. Ancient DNA connections for these subclades can be found as far east as the Russian Federation and as far west as Iceland during the Viking Age. One of his closest ancient DNA connections was analyzed in the 2020 study, Population Genomics of the Viking World. In the study, he was labeled VK14. In the family tree DNA database, he is labeled Ladoga14. He lived some time during the Viking Age. He was discovered in Ladoga in the Russian Federation. He and my Patreon member share the current era subclade IFGC9453. During the Viking Age, Ladoga was a major Varangian trading port, and Viking burial mounds have been discovered in the region. In the preprint Steppe Ancestry in Western Eurasia and the Spread of the Germanic Languages, Mr. VK14 was assigned to the East Scandinavian West autosomal genetic cluster. The West is in reference to the Norse from Norway. And this is why Mr. VK14 clusters with other ancient samples from Norway. His other closest ancient DNA connection was analyzed in the 2024 study, Elevated Genetic Risk for Multiple Sclerosis Emerged in Steppe Pastoralist Populations. In the family tree DNA database, he is labeled Algade837. He lived some time between 1000 and 1550 CE. He was discovered in Holbæk, Denmark. Potentially, his ancestors might have emigrated from Norway to Denmark during the Viking Age with Norse Vikings. It's difficult to know for certain where exactly this prolific family group lived during the Iron Age. But if I had to guess, I would say probably somewhere along the coastlines of the following map in Scandinavia, where Norway, Sweden, and Denmark converge. They probably controlled ocean trade routes, and this probably helps explain why they were so influential throughout the Viking Age. I have to admit, I was at first a bit surprised to see so many modern testers claiming Sweden for the earliest known patrilineal country of origin for this subclade that likely has Norse correlations. It's not that surprising, though, when you take into consideration that the ancient Norse Empire encompassed a large portion of modern-day Sweden. Thanks for watching.